All right. Okay, guys, we are going to start October's monthly focus meeting. So thanks you guys for joining. So let me share my screen and get me in present mode here. All right, so first thing on the topic for tonight. Now I know Jenny sent in her registration. Is anybody else that's on the call here? Any of you? I know Lori, you can't because you're going to be gone. Sue, were you considering going to the retreat at all?
I don't think I'm going to be able to.
Okay. We are going to decide based on people registering and just feedback from our team tomorrow if we're going to continue. Because if we don't have at least 20 people registered, it's just really like not worth the time and effort it takes to prepare a retreat. You know what I mean? And we just may have simply it might have just been a really bad weekend. Do you know what I mean? Just sometimes that's just how it happens. And so I'll let you guys know about that. If then maybe we can reschedule it for a later date. Because Ann McMillan,
I would like that.
And Ann McMillan is in Iowa, and so for her to drive all the way over to Milwaukee, it's like 5 hours for her. So we're not gonna have her come. You know what I mean? If it's that's just too far. So then team meeting October 10th. We are, we're gonna be starting to kind of talk about holiday stuff. Leading up to the holidays, we're gonna make some food. I'm not sure yet. I gotta talk to Sarah and Kelly and those guys and see and Sue what we're gonna do. But team meeting at festival, we will be up in the front room. As far as I know, unless the elevator's still broke. We'll see what happens with that. So hopefully you guys can all join us for that. Otherwise, this month, I think we're going to just talk, anything else like team-wise, I think we'll be talking about that throughout the slide. Or, specific to October, we'll be talking about it through here. So, all right, so I got some home office news for you. Okay, so every October, we celebrate the anniversary of the first Pampered Chef party held by Doris Christopher on October 15th, 1980. We call the month-long celebration Heritage Month, which supports the company's most beloved products, founding beliefs, and I can't say that word, philanthropic efforts. Thank you. Okay, wait. Oh my gosh, Sarah, sorry, been dealing with some Facebook crap again. Not sure if I was hacked or if I'm going to be in jail again. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I'm telling you.
Technology, take it or leave it.
Just makes me want to scream. So, okay. So, do all of you guys know the story of what happened that night on October 15th, 1980?
Oh, yes, I am.
Jenny, what's the story?
That was the night that she left her house for her very first cooking show, and she actually almost turned around and never went.
Yep, it was pouring, it was raining so hard, it just freaked her out. And I had the pleasure last weekend, even though it was a really difficult testimonial I had to give, because I had to talk about what I went through this last year with losing Graham and everything. But I personally, in my testimonial, she was in the room, and I got to thank her for creating this company. I'm so thankful she didn't turn around that night, because I honestly don't know where I'd be today if I didn't have this business in my life. And this business was half the reason I pushed through this year. So it was so awesome to be able to have that conversation with her. And she pulled me aside at the end and we chatted, and it was very touching, and I was very humbled to have her there that day. So I don't know what I'd do without this business. So I'm just so thankful she didn't turn her car around that day. They're not doing anything specific. Some years they've had different like special things. I'm thinking next year, because it'll be our 40th anniversary, there will be some hoopla, I'm sure, next year. Like last year they even had a big event at home office that we could go to. Not did I say that on the 35th we could go? Jen, did you go to that?
That was my last, yeah, because I got out in like May or June of 16. So yeah, I did get to go and it was so fun.
Yeah, we went to Chicago. That's right. My mom came. Yeah, I got to
Yep.
take I brought my mom. One of our other consultants, Stephanie, came at the time. Yeah, it was a fun night. We had a really good time. So hopefully they'll do something fun like that again. So Heritage Month is always fun in October. So for the start of Heritage Month, they will have Help Whip Cancer fundraisers for October. There's no special selling of items specifically this month. It's just the Help Whip Cancer fundraisers benefiting Hope Lodge. So, hi, Connie.
Hi.
So that's going to be going on in October, and then of course we'll have that again in May. They're not doing like they did in May, though, where we had like the snack bar maker and that stuff. This is just the fundraiser. So if you want to throw together some kind of a fundraiser, it'll get donated to help people stay nights in the Hope Lodge. And I'm already telling you, I hope that they build another one soon, like closer to the Milwaukee area or something. My neighbor guy, 37 years old, this is his second time having cancer. He has a developmentally delayed little 7-year-old daughter that's in and out of the hospital all the time. And he is having cancer treatments for, it's some kind of a blood disorder type cancer. So his brother just donated stem cells to him last week, but he has to be in the hospital for a full month because like they're completely killing his immune system. And then for the next 60 days after that, he has to be within 40 miles of the hospital. So Janesville's too far from Milwaukee, and there's no Hope Lodge there. So he now is off of work and now has to figure out how he's going to pay to live in a hotel room for 2 months. And yeah, it's just awful. So I almost can't believe that there's not a Hope Lodge there. So hopefully that's coming down the road, because I'm like, that would have been awesome.
Where is the closest Hope Lodge from here? Do you know?
Marshfield.
Okay.
And we were trying to arrange something to go up there and help one day there. And frankly, just the summer, it kind of got away from me. The lady didn't get back to me. The actual lady from the Marshfield one didn't get back to me until like the end of June. And then we were going into conference and all that stuff. So I need to go back and look at her email and reach out to her. But now I almost don't know if I would want to go up there until closer to the spring again, because now we're going to start having bad weather. And do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So but I would like to do that as like a team building event. I think that would be fun. So on to Enrichables. So Enrichables are going to start being for sale on Tuesday, on the 1st. And so people can buy them just through your shows as, an individual item of a pack of 12, or you can sell it to them on a subscription basis. They will pay a one-time shipping fee on their first order, but after that, with a subscription base, it's zero shipping. So that's the one like really huge benefit that that's kind of how you need to sell it to them. I mean, obviously besides all the awesome benefits, but like people get nervous about subscriptions, but the fact that it's free shipping, I think that's really going to be cool. So I've been using Enrichables at my shows all month. I'm hearing very good things from it. I've been getting my samples out for my tester group. So if any of you want any information on how to do a testing group, just let me know, okay? And I can get that info to you. There is an Enrichables group on Facebook too. Are you guys all in that?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so it is called, I think it's just Pampered Chef Enrichables, but
It's, if you search Enrichables, it comes up, because I did. After I saw your
Enrichables by
post.
Pampered Chef, consultants only. So just start typing in Enrichables. And then you just have to make sure, like, Sue, because you're new, I don't know if you have Pampered Chef in your profile yet on Facebook.
Yes, I do.
Okay, then you should be good and they should accept you right away.
Right.
Okay, and then the next thing we're, does anybody have any enrichable questions right now off the top of their head? Have you guys been using them?
I have a couple times.
Okay, what have you made with it, Sue?
Smoothies, and I put it in a casserole.
Cool, and you just taste anything?
I couldn't taste it at all.
Pretty
that's-
awesome. I think it's really awesome. So I'm just excited because I really think I have so many people that I know of off the top of my head that could really benefit from something like this. So I'm excited to really see where this goes. And if you get 6 people on a subscription, you will be active every single month then with not even having to submit anything. So this could be really huge, really, really huge. Okay. So just make sure you're talking about it because it is, it's brand new. So people are always excited when it's new. And don't hesitate when you're, if you do cooking shows, don't hesitate to stick one in a host packet. And that's kind of what I'm going to be using. Like, I'm going to get my samples to give away at my shows and in my host packs. And then my subscription is probably going to be for me to use at home, and stuff like that. Because I don't know if I'll use so much of the kale and fiber one personally at our house, but I know the protein one because Kewen does not ever eat enough protein. So I know I'm going to be sliding that into a lot of her stuff. So, okay. And then holiday, we're going to be talking about that too. All right. So at Pampered Chef, we set a goal to add 1 person to our teams for every 4 parties we submit. Consistently offering the business opportunity. Sorry, I'm trying to turn my page at the same time. And working towards this 4-in-1 goal, then teaching your new team members to do the same is the best way to get the most out of your business. So for every 4, add 1 more. Pace can be different for each person. Some leaders working to grow will work to do this every week. So this is the part of your business where Pampered Chef is giving you the opportunity to make more money now and in the future. Whether you're looking for more fun money, supporting your household budget, meeting a big financial goal, or replacing your full-time income, you can do it with this. So using 4-in-1 is the way to go. So think about that. Even if you're only doing, virtual parties, how are you talking about recruiting in your virtual parties so you can get that interest between 4 parties out of the month? You should be able to generate interest. Jenny or Lori, have you been doing virtuals this last month? You did a squee, right?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I mean, the party was a success. Nobody ordered from the squee. I ended up doing the next few days and doing like 3 posts a day on Facebook.
That's what I do too, though.
I didn't know how to host, coach in squee. I didn't, I'm struggling with that and how to wrap that up and how to get.
Yeah. So there is host coaching guides in the Squeeders group.
I found one today.
Yeah. But the big thing that I found is that creating a group and then giving them an incentive of ordering the night of the party or by the next night that you get a free gift for me. And all I'm doing is those little pan scrapers with a tip sheet for 70 different uses for the pan scraper, and it mails with a stamp on it. So then I just have a whole bunch of those made up, and then when I see an order come through, all I have to do is write their address on, and it's all stamped and ready to go. So then that's my thing Tuesday mornings, because I've been doing mine pretty much on Sunday nights. Tuesday mornings, I send out all my nylon scrapers. You know what I mean? So that's how I've been getting them. But I have been finding that I might only have a couple people on the party because it's still a new concept for people. I do feel like the more and more we continue to use it, the more familiar people are going to be starting to get with it. And I think it's going to be a normal thing, over the next few months, as we're coming here. I think it's going to get more and more utilized by people. Like Sarah just said right now, she's having trouble again, and she's doing everything that she's supposed to, using business page. So I am going to do a Facebook party this week I haven't done one since June or since May. And because I have been using Squee that whole time, and I'm going to do it for my business page and follow everything that I'm supposed to do. So we'll see what happens. I have never been in Facebook jail, so I'm just curious. But I wanted to just try it again. And this girl, kind of just really she just felt like for her it was just going to be easier for her to do Facebook. So I said, okay, I'll just try it again. And so we'll see. But, getting good at getting bookings from your virtual parties and getting good at starting to get recruit leads. You can simply do the card game in your virtual parties too. Really you could go live and do it. You could try to make up some posts to get those questions being answered. But really, if you're in front of 4 shows a month, that's probably at least 40 people. There has got to be at least one person in that group of 40 that thinks they might want to do this. So you've got to make sure that you're asking those questions that are leading to stuff like that. And, not, questions that they have to actually, answer you. So, and just make sure that you're contacting people and making sure you're private messaging them, or you're having a nice checkout chat if you're doing a cooking party, and setting up a time to chat with them if they have more questions. Okay. So just be thinking about that. It really, truly, I always go back to Sharon Zellen, that her slogan is there's a recruit at every show, but is there a recruiter? Some person at that show has thought about doing this. One of those people in that room is more than likely thought about doing this, but are you taking the steps and actions to be the recruiter to find out who wants this? Okay. All right. So 3 areas for a successful October: bookings, sellings, recruiting. They go hand in hand. Let's talk about the tools we have available in October to promote booking, selling products, and sharing the business with others. Okay, booking tools and tips. Okay, so number 1, host rewards. A reminder that host rewards can entice bookings every month with free products. Up to 5 items at 50% off plus 60% off our monthly special. 50% off items too. Are you making sure that your hosts know that they can use them on anything they want in the catalog or the half price combos? And also just always remember too that they can double up on things too. We don't restrict them really to anything when it comes to half price items. They could get 4 rock crocs at half price if they wanted to. It's totally up to them. The October host special features our most popular stoneware pieces and our new deluxe cooking blender. But I want to make sure it's clear that they do have to get $5.50 in sales to get that deluxe cooking blender added. I have a feeling that's really what we need to be coaching. I try to coach for $1,000 show. That's what my host coaching is always for. And if you go into our team links page and click on the team links and go to my host coach, I host coach for $1,000 show. That's what I want everybody to get. But $5.50 I think is going to be like really what they want us to be shooting for, because think about it. This month, if they got to $5.50, it was an extra $1,000. Could you imagine? Oh my God. an extra $100 in products if they hit $5.50. And then this next month, they add the blender in if you hit $5.50. So I think that's going to be something they're going to be doing more often. So just keep that in the back of your head. All that stuff with the host or the October or the November, whatever the monthly specials, those are always above and beyond what they get from their host rewards. So then let's talk a little bit more about Help With Cancer fundraisers. Up to 25% of the fundraiser's total sales will be contributed to the American Cancer Society Hope Lodge program. In addition, every $3 for every party booked from a fundraiser, fundraisers will help fund free nights and stays for patients and their caregivers at treatment centers by helping cover operating costs. So a lot of times at this time of year too, does anybody here have like a vendor booth this month?
I do.
Okay, so Connie,
Yeah.
if you did a vendor booth and then you did a Help With Cancer fundraiser, what I would do is I would take any bookings I got from my vendor booth and put them onto the Help With Cancer fundraiser, so then they get more money. Does that make sense? Like, think out of the box a little bit.
Okay.
Or if you've got somebody that booked a party, but they didn't book from like another show, they just maybe called you or you got a lead or something like that, put them on that. Do you know what I mean? Like, make it work for the fundraiser. So I always think that works, you know, that's a good thing to do. So does anybody have any questions about the Help With Cancer fundraisers? I think too, if I remember correctly, I think that you can have, like, Pampered Chef is giving 25% to the American Cancer Society. So I could do, like, I do things for the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network all the time because of my dad. I could do a fundraiser for the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. They're going to cut their normal check for a fundraiser for PanCan, but then Pampered Chef is also, because of the fundraiser, going to donate 25%. Does that make sense? So any fundraiser you do, you can do it like that. It's awesome. Okay, so then consultant developed party themes. More coming on that October 1st. So I'm really interested to see what this is all about. So this is going to be brand new. And if you, for Help With Cancer too, if you go to probably Consultants Corner, it says, if you go to Consultants Corner, like type in Help With Cancer in the search bar, and then that section should come up if you need to look into it more. Okay, so we're going to be learning some more themes apparently, so we'll get all that good info on Tuesday. We just talked about that. Okay, selling tools and tips. Sometimes I forget to turn my page, sorry. So remember that guests get one of the following items free with an $80 purchase, not $75 anymore. Right now anyway, it's $80. Pizza and crust cutter or personal sized round stone. Okay, enrichables. Okay, I don't know why that they put this on here again. Did you guys all do your Sue, I still have to, are you coming to the meeting next week? Because I have to give you your gift too.
I'm planning on it.
Okay. If something changes, let me know, because I'll just bring your gift then. Otherwise, I'll stick it in the mail to you, okay?
All right.
Did everybody get through the Enrichables training on Dash, though? Okay. I would definitely, before Tuesday, it's not long at all. It's only a few minutes, right, Sue? It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't
that bad. It's watching a couple videos and stuff like that. So I would for sure, by Tuesday, in case you've got people starting to ask you questions or something, make sure you go in and do that, okay? All right, sweet holiday surprises coming soon. So apparently, I don't know if they're adding a couple more products. I literally don't have any idea. Or if it's that maybe they're gonna put like some bundles. Sometimes they'll do that at the holidays. They might put like a grouping of items together as like a gift set or something like that. But I know that they are going to for sure have holiday mini catalogs or like flyers. Like they'll have like a holiday flyer, which they've had that the last couple of years too. So that'll be something that you'll be able to print off or order, I'm sure, from a supply order. Okay. My gosh, this is okay. So then Is that Todd?
Sorry. That's my house. Sorry.
That's okay. All right, so getting all the sales in October. When you submit $750 in commissionable sales in October, you'll earn a Pampered Chef stadium blanket, which I think this is kind of a fun thing. Sometimes it's really nice to have different types of logo wear, even though this isn't something you're going to wear, but I still kind of consider this logo wear. It's a perfect blanket to bring to bonfires, tailgate parties, and football games. Plus, it has the Pampered Chef logo on it, so you can start a conversation about your business with customers wherever you are. So I'm looking forward to getting that. I think it's cute. I'm assuming it maybe rolls up or something. They're not really showing that part of it, but maybe it'll roll up. Okay, so we're going to talk about recruiting next. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So this is the little bit of the story we were kind of talking about. All you need is a kit and a dream. This is Doris at her first show. In October 1980, Doris Christopher had her very first in-person party. Her friend Ruth invited people over to her house, where Doris made simple yet satisfying meals with products that would shape how people prepared food for their families, and the rest is history. 39 years later, we continue to honor Doris's legacy by bringing people together with delicious recipes, time-saving tools, and an amazing opportunity to enrich lives one meal, one memory at a time. I always just laugh when I look at this picture because look at the products that are back there. And I love, do you see how she had there's like Christmas plates at the bottom? There was some funny things back then. And then there's the chicken. That was our logo for a long time, the chicken sitting on top of like a chef's hat.
Oh gosh.
So, I know, isn't that funny? So I think that's so cute. Okay, so 3 tools to make joining even more fun. So, since the kits build on each other, it's simpler to help consultants choose the one that's right for them. Dash is a rewarding win-win. Easier for you to support new consultants and easier for new consultants to focus on what they need to do to get off to a strong start. I have been very happy so far with Dash. The new girls that signed in August, I had one of them the other night ask me a question. About 2 minutes later, I hadn't gotten back to her yet. And about 2 minutes later, she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, forget it. I found it in Dash." And I'm like, oh my gosh, that would have never happened, back in the day. So I hope that you guys are, taking time, take just a little bit here and there. I'm sure people that have been around for a long time, it's kind of harder to kind of go back and do stuff, but especially like Sue. I mean, I know you've done quite a bit in there, right, Sue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought Sarah had said that. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying it. And then there is amazing long-term and short-term reasons why this fast track program is awesome. Products and cash right away are the short-term reasons. You can get products in your hands those first 90 days. Ceramic egg cooker, skinny scraper, 8-inch skillet, knife block set if you hit 5,000. I mean, that is incredible. So, and then there's cash bonuses too for recruiting and different things like that. So, and then obviously long term, if you're going to have more sales, you're going to build a team, with income and growth more than likely if you're sticking with it. People that, do the best that they can in their first 90 days usually stick around, the longest. So, those are some, some really big incentives, especially in your first, couple months of business. Take that fast track program and run with it. So every month you recruit, you get a personal reward for your making a difference and impacting someone's lives. You get overrides on your personal team sales, a recruiting bonus of 50 Pampered Chef dollars, and then 3,000 incentive points when they qualified. So really you have an unlimited earning opportunity. And you earn up to $3,000 as your new consultants promote through the fast track program. And that's a cash bonus. Like the girls that were at conference, you guys saw them, you know, they laid it out for us, and it's cash. And I just think it's incredible because a lot of companies don't just do cash bonuses like that. So I think this is great. Okay. Annual rewards. I'm going to kind of bump through a little bit of this. We have 3 months to earn Disney. So if you're not quite sure where you're at, make sure you go back through and look at your incentives tracker and see where you're at. You might be farther along than you actually think you are. So check on that. I was excited the other day. I just earned another level. I'm still not where, I'm still not at 150,000, but I'm super excited. I'm farther than I have ever been in any incentive period, I think. So I'm excited. So look, you might be closer than you think. And then we are going into the last 90 days of the year. So, geez, now I'm bumping stuff, and I didn't mean to do that. Come on. Oh, for the love of Pete. Okay. We're going October 1st marks the last 90 days of the year. So, I mean, if you're somewhere where you're like close in the ballpark and you didn't even realize it, you could really up your game the next 3 months. We're going in also to the biggest selling season of the year. This is when you can do it. Okay. So check it out on Consultants Corner. I think we might have talked about this already. They're changing the Excellence Awards. Those will run. Excellence Awards runs June 1st through May 31st. Trip incentive is always January 1st through December 31st. So we're like about halfway through Excellence Awards, and you can earn bracelets this year. So we will post. You can do it in October. I will post that tomorrow. I will post it in a goal getter post. And if you write this down, and I want you to actually write on a piece of paper. I have the skills and support, like write the whole thing out, take a picture of it and post it in that post on Facebook, and you'll get an extra entry into the activity bonus for the month. Is 42% more likely to achieve your goals if they are handwritten down. So make sure you actually write them out, okay? Let's see here. Recognition. Okay, so I'm going to go on to this next one. So looking ahead for November, I'm sure you guys, some of you saw it already. Consultant sales offer coming October 16th. Oh, they'll announce what the sales promotion for November will be on October 16th. But November 2, it's another one that's kind of tricky. I'm going to kind of blow this up here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but do you see it says get 60% off any 2 items or sets when guest sales are $650 or more, or get 60% off any 1 item or set when guest sales are at least $200. So don't miss that and misconstrue it to a host. $200 is going to get you 1 item or set. $650 is going to get you 2. And then the small batter bowl is a great free item. That's exactly like every year that my kids were in school, their teachers got one of these batter bowls, a layered cookie mix for a holiday gift. So it's a cute thing. The teachers love it. So I mean, talk about stuff like that at your shows. Talk about that in your virtual parties. The things you can do with that batter bowl. It's just going to make it a more wanted item, and people will reach, try their best to reach $80 in sales then. Okay. I think you guys know this, but are for sure going to be at McCormick Place again next year. So that's downtown Chicago, July 8th through the 10th. and they're doing it in conjunction with the Canadian group too. So I think that's pretty cool. No, so I think that's how we got back down there, is because like you have to have like the numbers to get down there. So all the Canadian consultants and the American consultants, I think that's going to be super cool.
I'm so excited to be at McCormick Place.
I am too. I'm just hoping that we can get reasonable hotel rates and stuff that aren't going to be atrocious. So,
Would it be beneficial to start shopping for hotels now?
I will in January usually is when
Okay.
I do, because sometimes you can't. I looked already and I couldn't even like see dates for them. Like I suppose you probably got
Okay.
all. So,
Right.
so what I usually had done with the other one is I would book them in January.
Right.
I do want to know if everybody saw the message from Tracy, or I think we might have gotten it in an email too. What are you saying?
I don't want her to go.
Well, but she was only ever going to be here 4 or 5 years.
I know.
She was. And she's actually leaving Berkshire Hathaway too.
Right.
She's got bigger and bigger goals. You know, she wants to have a growth mindset too. So she needs to grow. I'm sure that's really difficult for her to leave Warren. I mean, Warren walked her down the aisle in her wedding.
Really?
Warren Buffett did. Yeah, because her dad died when she was like 10 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. So so I'm sure it's probably really difficult for her to leave. But did you guys all hear that Tracy will be done in March? And Andrew, Hottie Andrew. So we were all laughing about that last weekend. Doris definitely told us last weekend that she feels absolutely amazing about the decision to bring Andrew on as CEO. She's so she's so at ease with it. Really, Tracy's done amazing things for us, but I will tell you, Andrew, he stepped up in every way they needed him to step up, not just in technology. He was there to, aid in everything. And if you have somebody that's super skilled in technology as a CEO too, I mean, think about the things he's done in 4 years. Some of you guys don't even know. Between the mobile app, the website, I mean, we were living in like the dinosaur ages with our website before he came on. So, and no, of course, not everything's perfect, but he does a fantastic way of explaining, that you have to do this before you do this, and, lays it all out and really explains things out. So I'm super excited. This is going to be the first time in Pampered Chef history that we have a male CEO.
Wow.
I think that's really interesting. I think that it's been crucial that, he was handpicked by Tracy. So he's been working very closely with Tracy the last 4 years. So he knows her style. He knows the direction that she wanted us to head. And she did make it very clear to the entire staff at Pampered Chef that even though she is leaving, she is a phone call away if needed. So, I mean, she was definitely vested in this company, and she made sure that we were sitting in a very, oh,